Alright, what's up y'all? We are here with week 4 of the PCP. This is probably going to be the hardest week so far, honestly. The matchup we have versus Dan, we even talked about in the previous video, it's fucking... Oh man, he has Chansey, Gyarados, Mega Alakazam, Gliscor, Alomomola, Conkeldurr, Golisopod, Dragalge, G, Registeel, Hitmontop, and Ambipom. This man has the fattest fucking team with a dual Intimidate core now that he's traded Heatran for Gyarados. Like, it's just fucking... It is disgusting. It is gonna be so hard to break. Unless... unless you have, a super offensive team. Like, just fucking so offensive. And, luckily for me, I kinda have that. So... I built a super fucking offensive team, and I just gotta combat the stall with straight up offense. Basically, going into the game, I'm thinking I gotta be doubling on turns. I know he likes to run Protect on a lot of mons, so I have Sub on several things, so I can take advantage of that. Got setup moves on several things. You know, it's just I gotta take advantage of his switches, and I got to start setting up at the right times. So basically, we got Zygarde here. You can already see it's in the thumbnail, you know it's going to do something. This spread is fucking intense, I know, but I thought long and hard over this shit and it's going to work. I have just enough, hopefully, just enough HP so that Seismic Toss does not break my sub. Max defense, which normally you wouldn't see on a sub-coil set, but since Dan's team is so physically offensive, the only thing really that I'm going to be taking like especially defensive hits is Dragalge, which I'm faster than and I can sub up on. If he's not running Dragon Pulse, then I can just coil on him because he's going to go to -6. And then Alamola's Ice Beam, like we have like 40 fucking special attack. Actually count Alamola's HP Fire versus Kartana, and it does not kill from full, so that's fucking awesome. So I'm not really worried about that. Konk's Ice Punch is going to hurt, but with enough coils, it ain't going to hurt that much. And really the only other thing would be like a nasty plot Ambipom, I think. Or maybe if he slaps like HP Ice on Gyarados or something, but it gets Ice Fang, so I don't see why he would do that. But yeah, so as you can see, pretty much everything except for Mega Alakazam is going to be hitting me super effectively on the physical side. Mega Alakazam is so fucking strong that even if I go careful 252 special defense, 252 HP, I still get two-shotted by the HP Ice. Or even fucking, I believe, Psychic into HP Ice. Like, he's so strong, dude. So, and since it's so fucking fast, he can do what I did with Beedrill every time last year. And you don't have to invest in speed. He only has to outspeed Jolteon, so he only needs 395 speed, which is nothing for an Alakazam. So he can put a lot of bulk in there too, and he won't be two-shotted. He won't be killed by like plus 1,000 arrows into E-speed. So he will be, so if he goes offensively hard into that, it's gonna suck, and he's gonna beat me. So we can't have that happen. So we have some other stuff prepared for fucking Alakazam. But we have Spoople here, which you look at this set and you're like, what? God damn it, Shaden, what are you doing? It's his Metronome Hoopa. I'm sure you know how a metronome works. You've probably seen it in the game and then never used it ever again. It's an awesome item. The more you click the same move, the more damage it does. So like the first time it's like whatever, you know, just base, and then it's like 1.2, then 1.4, then 1.6. I believe that's how it works. I don't know. I'm not gonna fucking look it up. But max, it doubles it after you click it 5 times. And Dan has Protect on every fucking Pokemon he has. That does not break the cycle, so he can Wish Protect as much as he wants. I'm gonna be Drain Punching the shit out of him. And I will be having to sub to prevent, you know, getting like Toxic and shit. But if I outplay him, then I basically end up with a sub, and he can't like Seismic Toss me down because Drain Punch does a shitload. Max Chansey takes like 37 from the first one, and then like 50, and then yeah, oof. It's gonna do a lot. Good God. So that's that. I got Thunderbolt for Alomomola, Dark Pulse for fucking everything else, and then sub. Yeah. I'm really happy about this. I feel like that's gonna put in some work. It's gonna catch him off guard. He's gonna be trying to calc to see what the rolls are and get very confused. Then we got Jolteon Quick Feet once again because Mega Alakazam has Trace, and it's gonna. If it traces Volt Absorb, he has yet another Jolteon switch in. so I can't be doing that. Basically, this guy is just to try and bait out the Blissey because I can set up on that with most of my Pokemon. So, yeah, it's pretty much, it's just kind of standard shit. I got Protect on there to take things like Fake Out from Ambipom, things like First Impression from Glycopod. This is going to be my guaranteed lead. No matter what he brings, I'm leading this. I'm actually, his speed tiers are kind of iffy. Like, this only has to outspeed Ambipom, and then Mega Alakazam is his next fastest thing. So from 115 to 150, that's, yeah, you don't need a lot of speed, or you don't need multiple Mons, you know. No, not good speed tiers there. So I can invest quite a bit into HP. I got the lefties. I'm actually surprisingly bulky, and I think this is going to be a good set to keep up momentum versus him. So that way, I don't necessarily care if I have to come in on, you know, like seismic tosses and shit. And even if I do have to come in on Chansey, then if I get toxic, I do have the Heal Bell. Or if I want to keep my speed boost, I do have the lefties. So at least I'll be gaining a little bit. And Jolteon's not a stay in and click moves Pokemon, especially since I don't even have Thunderbolt. So yeah, I think that'll be just fine. Then we have my favorite Pokemon on the team. Good golly, I fucking love you, Kartana. Goddamn, just good golly. With the Phydium Z and the Timid, once again we're bringing the Timid 19 IV. Basically, I can set up a Swords Dance. Versus most of his team, I set up at least one Swords Dance. So if I can, again, I gotta outplay a little bit, but that's what offense is. You know, I'm trying to learn how to fucking offense my way through things. So I have to outplay, and I have to get a predicted SD. If I can get 2 SDs, and I don't take much, if I don't take 50% and I have 2 SDs, I just win the game. Like, straight up. Fake Out into Mach Punches for days don't fucking kill me. Even in testing, very offensive Conkeldurr did like 49%. Like the Guts, probably like Assault Vest, but like Adamant shit, you know? Good damage. Good damage for me. And then we got Sub to help scout out things. This move slot changed just so much over and over and over and over again. I didn't know if I wanted Sub or if I wanted like Psycho Cut, because he does have a lot of fighting types and stuff that's weak to Psychic. I didn't know if I wanted something like Protect, so he couldn't just come in and First Impression over and over again. But eventually went with Sub, so that's what that is. Just to help scout out shit. And then yeah, if I can get up 1 SD, whenever I get my kill, I'll get a speed boost, so I'll be able to outspeed Mega Alakazam, kill the shit out of that thing if I'm at +2. It's like, it kind of takes away from this, from the attack, because like, look, right, so when you have all this and you don't have a timid nature, like if you go fucking, where's it, Jolly, that is a lot of attack, like holy shit. But whenever you make it, fuck, what am I doing? I'm not doing good. But when you make it the timid 19 IVs and stuff, it basically ends up having the power like of like around an Infernape, I think, because it would be at like 108, right? Because yeah. So it basically hits as hard as an Infernape. And Lord knows Infernape is a scary bitch, and even though its base moves aren't hitting as hard, multiple SDs plus a Z move should more than make up for that, and I think that's the way to go. And I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this. Then once again, we're bringing the bulky bird. We got Freedom Bird, the Pidgeot. Basically gives me a good switch into Glycopod, because anytime Hoopa does anything, it's going to be revenged so easy by Glycopod. Like, First Impression is going to kill 14.5 Hoopas, especially since I'm hasty. Like, fuck. So, we got enough speed for the Ambipom, Roost, and Tailwind. I'm really fearing Mega Alakazam, so we got Tailwind just in case if I can't pick it off with my priority moves, then I can at least probably live a Psychic, hopefully. I mean, I'm pretty bulky, so it just depends on if he just goes like Modest or something. I don't know, we'll see. But I should be able to live one, get up the Tailwind, and then clean up with something, you know? So we'll see. And then this move slot, this Poke slot, changed more times than anything. Dan's really hard to prep for, man. So I ended up going with the Mamoswine. I had Roserade here at one point. I originally Hitmonlee was in there because the dude with all the pink shit, you gotta bring your fighting stab. You don't really have to do that, it'll be okay. But we got Mamoswine here. When I took off Roserade, I was gonna Spike Stack him. But kinda got talked out of that because Guts conk, so I was like, yeah, whatever, we won't do that. We'll just bring, but I need hazards, so I gotta bring Mamoswine. And Mamo is here. It can live in a hit. It can live a hit from Mega Alakazam. it sucks he gets my thick fat if he does come in on me, because then I started gonna do dick, but I do live a hit, and I probably won't be bringing this in on, you know, to take any hits. So Earthquake is gonna do approximately 1 fucking dick load to anything on his team. Obviously Alamomola and Chansey are a bit of problems, but if that is gonna be his switch-in, I'm not Earthquaking there. Like I'm getting used to offense, and I know I have to double there, so we're not gonna fucking do that. But yeah, that's going to be the team. It's just kind of a standard Mamoswine, just enough speed for like a 4, 8, or like 12 speed Gliscor, I think. So just in case he slaps a little bit in there to help with the speed type versus Zygarde, I do outspeed that, so that'll be cool. Let's just jump right on into the battle. So we're here, and he didn't bring anything I thought he was going to fucking bring. Like, I knew Hitmontop, I knew Chansey, I had a strong feeling Registeel was coming as well, but Gyarados was iffy for me. I mean, it's good and everything, but like I deal with it, I mean, pretty well. So, and then Gliscor too. I thought having a Mamoswine on my team would kind of prevent that, but no, he's right there. So I'm really glad that Mamoswine is there over the Roserade with only Giga Drain, because I would have got fucking dunked on probably. So, like I said, my lead is going to be Jolteon. I'm just there to click Volt Switch. I know he's got the Gliscor, but it's just, you had a Chansey, you're probably going into your Chansey. Why risk the HP Ice, you know? So he leads off with Fidget Spinner, and I'm just gonna click Volt Switch. I don't really give a shit. I could Protect and Scout for the Fake Out, but I don't care. He does go hard Gliscor though, so I didn't. Okay, let's hold on. Come on, hold on. I don't see any item, so I'm thinking, oh shit, he's Choice Scarf. He wanted to be able to outspeed stuff like fucking what's the Jolteon and Hoopa, and probably hit it with like hit Hoopa with a U-turn, even if it was Scarf, hit fucking Jolteon with an Earthquake, and then probably like it has like HP Fire or Ember. I feel like this thing should get Ember for like Kartana, and I was like, okay, that's pretty smart, you know. So I can Hurricane here, but again, you have a Chansey, you're going into Chansey, so I don't even worry about it. Not even a big deal. We just go for the U-turn on the predicted switch, and Squishy comes out. Now, again, you've seen the thumbnail. You know, I think you know what's about to happen. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but let's just watch and see. So, Avalanche Gyarados. That's crazy. That's awesome. But it does not break my sub. He told me he was defensive, and he actually had Flamethrower for Kartana. So he yeah, kind of gets a little unlucky on the roll there on the Avalanche, but if he's barely breaking the sub, then I can still sub up on that, coil on that easily, so whatever. Definitely misplays here and goes for the Sludge Bomb when he needed to break my sub. If he doesn't have Dragon Pulse, then he has to do it with Draco, and that's going to be a problem, because now I just click sub until he's all the way down. So he can go in and intimidate me, but my attack stat isn't the important part, it's the defense stat. All his Pokemon on his team, except for Dragalge, are physical. So this guy is just gonna fucking coil right on up and do stuff. And he's actually very bulky, because you can see that 1,000 Arrows does like nothing. But yeah, Avalanche, I thought he was going for Roar every time he clicks Avalanche, but he doesn't. It makes him go last. So I probably would have used Ice Fang, TBH these, maybe with the Z move Ice Fang, that would have been dope, but that's not what happened. And yeah, he what's it called? Seismic Toss can't break my sub, so I guess he tries to get me on a choke there and goes for the counter, but I'm not having that. I know my play. I sub on Chansey fucking 8 days out of the week. Like, there's a whole nother fucking day where I'm just sitting there subbing on a Chansey over and over again, all willy-nilly. Seeing your substitute not get broken by a Seismic Toss is a fucking great thing. Like, good golly. And yeah, like I said, he can just keep on coming in and intimidating me and blah 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 blah, but it's not the attack stat that matters. He's just delaying the inevitable. Ice Fang didn't break my sub. It's a 4 times effective move. And then here, I try to kind of expedite the process a little bit. I figured he would Ice Fang, break the sub, and then switch to Hitmontop. So I was like, fuck you, I'll sub again. But he didn't fucking break the sub. That means that Gliscor's Ice Fang was doing less than 12.5%. Like, what in the actual fuck is going on? Zygarde, you are a monster. He has the Shuka, good bring, but he doesn't have Ice Punch on the Registeel, so that's not gonna be doing anything. And even if he did have the Ice Punch, I'm pretty sure I ate that, so fuck it, whatever. He does get me with the Intimidate, but like I said, just delaying the inevitable. I'm definitely faster than this. Now I'm at 3 times attack, and still just my defense cannot get any higher. So right now he has to go to yeah, Chansey is his best bet, and I can just coil on that thing. You know, he has to get me on a choke with counter. I respect that. If you're going on my choke, like that's his only play at this point. It's fucking over. And 1,000 arrows just does so much. Good golly. Finally breaks us up with counter. I'm at max HP though. I don't give a shit. I just sub right back up. Goes for the wish prediction. Nice. He's trying to do something, but 1,000 arrows says otherwise. So now he's back to where he is in KO range, trying to just, I guess, PP stall me out. And yeah, that's not doing much. So Fidget Spinner comes back out, can't intimidate me. I'm surprised it actually lives this 1,000 arrows. I don't have any offensive investment, but that's +6, man. But the E-Speed will fake him. I mean, fake him out. E-Speed will get him right in the face. And then Registeel definitely ain't taking one. But yeah, the prepping for this was very easily the hardest thing I've had to do in this league yet, like of this season. At least Chris's team, my team dunked on his, so I had kind of an easy matchup. But fucking Dan, man, that just so much stuff to prep for, and like if I don't have counters and answers to everything, then I just get stalled out and I lose, and it takes 130 goddamn turns. But we don't have to speed this one up. We don't have to put the yakety sax music behind it. It's fucking fantastic. Good game to Dan. I'm glad I broke through fucking stall, because good golly, I'm not trying to do all that, man. That's just not fun to play against. But this was fun. So again, GG Dan. We had the whole fucking squad in here. Everybody was hyped and shit. Again, the Gyarados roll with Avalanche. He said he did have a little bit of physical investment. Like if he had none, it was evenly 50-50 roll. But I guess if he had like 4 or like 20 or some shit, I don't know, 420, something like that, then it would have mattered. But again, I just click coil again, and then it does less, so he doesn't break this up. So it just puts me a turn behind, puts me down like 25% or some shit like that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end it and stop aimlessly rambling. You guys have yourself a fantastic rest of whenever the fuck I upload this, and bye forever.